change happen.
We can lift ourselves, we can lift each other.
People make change happen.
One person at a time, one conversation at a time, one day at a time.
Even big ideas begin small. Their oxygen is people. People who also want change. Big ideas need resources, giants to push the rock up that hill. They need a tribe, people who know what has to be done for them and everyone. Big ideas are only as good as their ability to be executed. LiFT stands for Leading Ireland's Future Together. And with your help, we are raising the standard of leadership across Ireland, one person at a time. And we can already see that small actions create great change. But the lifting has only just begun.
Good evening and welcome to the LiFT Ireland Leadership Awards 2021. I'm your host for this evening, Sonya Lennon, and you are in for an uplifting, inspirational evening in celebration of excellence in leadership across the length and breadth of Ireland. I don't know if you noticed that little sketch of LiFT. That was actually done on a piece of paper sitting with myself and the woman you're about to hear from over 3.5 years ago. To open tonight's event, a woman whose own inspiration has brought us all together in a common mission to make Ireland the best-led little country in the world. Visionary and founder of LiFT Ireland, please welcome Joanne Hession.
Hi, Sonya. Good evening. How are you?
I'm great.
Listen, I'm so excited and grateful to see almost 200 people here that have tuned in via YouTube or through one of our other channels. Thank you all so much for taking the time to join Sonya and myself and the rest of the LiFT team in celebrating Ireland's great leaders. When people talk about leadership and leaders, it's very easy to think immediately just about politicians and presidents, chief executives and chairpersons. But in LiFT, we know that great leadership can be seen anywhere. Because being a great leader is about having positive influence on whoever is around us, the way we lead our own lives. It's about the kind of people we are, not our titles and roles and what we do, but the way we do what we do, how well we listen to others, how well we understand them, how we empathize with them. It's about our courage to live with integrity and to be accountable for ourselves. That's why I'm really quite passionate and so pleased to be here this evening to recognise those people from around in our families, communities and workplaces who every day are influencing us and therefore leading us in a very positive and real way. Congratulations to absolutely everybody here tonight who's been nominated and to those who've made it to the final stage. I really hope that you enjoy the evening and thank you for letting us celebrate who you are. Many of you will be familiar with the work that we do in LiFT Ireland, and you might be interested to know that in the 12 months since our last awards, an incredible amount has actually happened. In January, we published our LiFT Leadership Index 2021, which takes the pulse of the Irish people to see where as a nation do we think we need to improve in terms of leadership and the sectors of Irish society that are leading the way in this regard. We'll be publishing our 2022 Leadership Index in January next. As we speak, we now have, believe it or not, over 200 schools that are involved in LiFT. You can see that LiFT has clearly struck a chord, and that chord has also been struck at third level. We now have campus-wide LiFT initiative in NUI Galway with over 1,000 students and staff going through LiFT leadership roundtables and other colleges following suit. When you add all of this to our growing list of over 100 corporate and community partners, many of whom are represented among our fantastic nominees tonight, you can see that for all of us involved in LiFT, us on the core team, and so many of you as LiFT facilitators, ambassadors, advocates, and participants, you are making a difference across Ireland. Thank you, facilitators, for nominating over 150 people across 22 counties for awards this evening, and to our partners and sponsors who add huge value to this event. Look forward to meeting you later on. Sonya, I love what we've started here, and I love doing these awards with you. Over to you.
Thank you, Joanne. Yes, indeed, it is the LiFT Ireland Leadership Awards 2021, a year where we saw, as Joanne said, nominations flood in for incredible leaders with phenomenal impact, which is a relief because without nominees, we don't have awardees. And we also don't have awardees without a judging panel, and we'll be introducing you to our judges shortly. Nominations were submitted, as Joanne said, by trained LiFT facilitators. We have 4 nominees in each category and 1 winner. For fairness and in the spirit of LiFT, where the judges knew a nominee, they abstained from voting, and the identity of those who made the nominations was also withheld. And here are our nominees and our esteemed judging panel.
We are so proud to have so many incredible people across Ireland living LiFT and making a difference in their communities. Congratulations to everyone who was nominated in this year's awards. Our 10 incredible judges had a really tough time because the standard of nominations was incredibly high. But here's how they described their own experience of judging this year's LiFT Awards.
Energizing.
Uplifting.
Inspirational.
Motivating.
Privileged.
Excited. Humbling.
Real.
Nourishing.
And we all experienced a true sense of pride.
So there they were, our judging panel, absolutely passionately involved in this process. So let's get to it. In the category of listening, that's our first of this evening, and it is sponsored by Enterprise Solutions. As it says in the LiFT material, we listen to learn, and without listening, we cannot understand, something that we really need in today's world. So in the category of listening, our 4 finalists are Caleb Pennell, Ennisdiamond Vocational School. Caleb supported and encouraged others in his class throughout lockdown. He also facilitated LiFT in a caring and supportive way for his peers. He is a unique person who demonstrates leadership, respect, and intent listening skills. Well done, Caleb.
Thank you.
Our second nominee is Barbara Nugent from Network Ireland Cork. Barbara is a role model and models excellent listening skills. She leads by example, and she supports and encourages others and values what we say, what they say. All those around her learn from her. Hi, Barbara, and are influenced by her. She is a truly inspiring LiFT leader. Our next nominee, our third nominee in this category, is Dr. Joanne Balfe. So Joanne is at Laura Lynn Ireland's Children's Hospice. Joanne has mastered the art of not just listening, but hearing exactly what someone is saying. She puts families and children of everything that she does to the fore and works tirelessly to ensure that she makes a difference for them in the toughest of circumstances. Through her approach, others in her team adopt similar approaches with their families. Our final nominee in this category is Mark Ronan of the King's Hospital. Mark has provided strong leadership to his staff, students, and parents, building a school environment where all sides feel like they are truly being heard. He has many leadership skills, but above all else, he is a phenomenal listener. What a beautiful thing to be said about you. He asks great questions and he strives to fully understand by fully listening. Now, I would like to welcome to the screen Denise Cullen of Enterprise Solutions, our sponsor for this category. Denise, we live in a world with a lot of noise. So how important is listening to Enterprise Solutions? Have we got Denise? Don't know if we do have Denise yet. I think she's about to join us. This is the joys, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Denise.
Hi, how are you? How are you?
Great. All the better for seeing you.
There's a little bit of a blip there. I don't know what happened. I've been patiently waiting.
You're worth waiting for.
Thank you.
This is our listening category. If you look at a business like Enterprise Solutions, how important is it that you listen?
It's really important. As I said to the guys in the room before we came in, the reason Enterprise Solutions are sponsoring the Listening Award in particular is that this is a struggle for myself. I need to constantly remind myself to speak less, listen more, and to understand what I'm hearing. So I think it is one of the most important for Enterprise that I take heed in this. So I'm delighted. Thank you so much.
Would you like to put us out of our misery and share with us who the winner of this category is, please?
Absolutely. I'm delighted to announce the winner of the LiFT Ireland Leadership Award for Listening is Barbara Nugent of Network Ireland Cork. Congratulations, Barbara.
Well done, Barbara. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, there you go. Listen,
wow.
I believe that you have stepped out of an event, a networking event that you organized to be here with us today. So congratulations on everything that you do, on mobilizing people. We're absolutely delighted that you've won this award this evening. How are you feeling?
Wow, I'm very taken back. I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored. And so many incredible leaders in the category. I genuinely wasn't expecting it at all, but I am honored. And LiFT very much, it resonates with me and all of our members. We're running it at the moment. We have 7 round tables running at the moment with all our members, and it's really resonating. And I just love that LiFT is so accessible to everybody. That's the big thing for me about it.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Denise. Congratulations. And of course, a huge congratulations also to our other nominees, Caleb Pennell, Dr. Joanne Balfe, and Mark Ronan. Thank you so much for joining us, all of you. So we're off. We're kicked off, and we are now already onto our second category. So this category is positive attitude, and I can't think of anybody better than Brigitte Hedden-Curtin of the Burren Smokehouse to sponsor and present this award. I'm honoured to say that Brigitte is a very firm friend of mine. A positive attitude isn't always easy, but it underpins our responses to life's challenges and has the capability of turning those boulders into golden opportunities. So let's have a little look and see who our nominees are in this category. First up, we have Pádraig O'Callaghan. When COVID lockdown struck, 11-year-old Pádraig, yes, 11-year-old Pádraig started a weekly motivational podcast. His 60-second podcasts are released every Monday morning and provide motivational and inspirational words to people all over the globe. Hi, Pádraig.
Hiya.
How are you? He brings youthful exuberance, a sunny disposition and positive attitude, and a determination to overcome all of life's obstacles and succeed. Strong words. Next up, we have Leanne Wade. Welcome, Leanne. Leanne is with Laura Lynn Ireland's Children's Hospice. Leanne is an incredible role model for her colleagues, the children and their families at the hospice. Her good humour, hi Leanne, her good humour and cheer inspire and lighten the burden for others, and what a burden. She is a ray of sunshine. She gives so much joy and warmth to those around her. They're the words that are being spoken about you, Leanne. Next up, we have Irene Cawley from Hope Hands-On Peer Education. Irene works at Hands-On Peer Education, dealing with recovery from drug addiction. in Dublin's inner city. She consistently finds a way to do things despite all the odds, and that's what this is all about. She will say yes and uses positive attitudes and sheer determination to make things happen. I don't know if we have Irene joining us yet, but hopefully she'll be joining us soon. I'm going to move on to our final nominee in this category, Elizabeth Murray, from Down Syndrome Louthmead. Elizabeth consistently sees the best in people she meets and inspires others to do the same, both publicly through her voluntary work and privately. Elizabeth has been a beacon of positivity, encouragement, and let's get it done attitude. The members of her branch owe her a huge debt of gratitude. So we have Elizabeth. I don't know if you heard those words, Elizabeth, did you? I hope so.
I did.
Hey,
I'm not too sure if you were me.
Good. We're just waiting to see your smiling face. And in the meantime, I'm going to welcome onto screen Brigitte Hedden-Curtin of the Burn Smokehouse. We got Brigitte. Brigitte, as I said, is a very firm friend of mine. And when I say that she exemplifies positive attitude, this is a woman who has overcome fire and other earthly challenges to keep her business going. And I know that her own positive attitude has been an extraordinary fuel to keep her going in the face of adversity as she continues to produce what I believe to be the world's finest smoked salmon, and she is a true inspiration. So, looks like we are having a little bit of difficulty getting Brigitte onto the screen. So I am going to take the executive decision to announce the winner on her behalf and on the Burn Smokehouse behalf. And the winner of the LiFT Irish Leadership Award for Positive Attitude is Pádraig O'Callaghan.
Yay!
Yay! What do you think of that, Pádraig?
Unbelievable there.
A trophy is winging its way to you, and well deserved.
Thank you. Thanks.
Where are you going to put it, Pádraig?
I just want to say thank you to everybody, all the people who organised this, and all the judges for voting for me. I think everybody is a winner. So welcome to all the finalists, and thanks very much. I am very proud.
We're very proud of you. You're an amazing role model. Absolutely. Your love of life and positive attitude broadcast all over the world has made everybody's lives better. Thank you so much for being you.
No problem. No problem.
And of course, huge congratulations also to the other nominees, Leanne Wade, Irene Cawley, and Elizabeth Murray. And I'm only sorry that you were denied the delight of having Brigitte on screen as well. She is literally a ray of positivity. Now, on to our next piece. And I think if we're going to make Ireland a better led country, we really better start early. In hundreds of schools in Ireland, the next generation are living good leadership skills with LiFT. And this is how they do it. Take a look.
So that you can lead better at school, at home, in your sports team, and in your friendship groups. LiFT is used across Ireland, from our national rugby teams to our banks. LiFT works through its peer-based roundtable process, which you're going to learn to run as a LiFT facilitator. You'll work through 8 LiFT leadership values. These were identified by independent national surveys, and they include 2 additional leadership areas which were introduced due to the research during the pandemic.
What I like most about the LiFT programme is the relationship it built between the second years and the transition years. There was a trust that was formed. We could see it in the corridors, we could see it outside at lunchtime, and it really had a positive influence on the school community.
It's a lovely model. It's students talking about key messages to other students in the school.
I stood back with just huge pride and thought, this is just amazing. It just gives us such a good chance to personally develop as people, students and as friends as well.
The students benefit most from it, and I just think that it makes a big impact on their lives as much as it does on everyone else's.
I've noticed that I listen more to people, and I notice when I'm not listening to people properly.
Before I was kind of a quiet person, but now I kind of like to take charge in a lot of things.
I myself have become more confident since doing it, and I think that's really good, so that's all.
Wow, I have to say it does my heart good to see the young people of Ireland really getting behind LiFT and really getting so much out of it. And as a mother of two 16-year-olds, I can honestly say I have seen the results. So just so thrilled that LiFT has literally ignited in schools, and the pull into that sector has been extraordinary. We're absolutely delighted. Our next category is respect. And, you know, it's the one thing that we want to earn and give and receive as much of that elixir as possible. Respect is what it's all about. This award is sponsored by Finero, and these are the nominations. First up, Professor Jamie Goggins from NUI Galway. Jamie, how are you?
All good, yeah, all good.
Jamie chairs the NUI Galway Community University Sustainability Partnership Board, which is a mouthful. Even saying it is hard work. He works hard to realise an ambitious strategy. He is exceptionally respectful of everybody and allows every person to make a contribution. Inspired by Jamie's leadership, we know that we can achieve our hopes and our dreams. Gorgeous words about Jamie there. Next up, we have Karen Hennessy of Sulis. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, Karen.
Karen is an intrinsic part of everyone's journey within Sulis. She brings people in with warmth and respect, and she also sees them out in the same way. At both the beginning and the end, they are treated with great respect, and their value is always recognised by her. Wonderful things to be said about you, Karen. Our second Karen and our third nominee is Karen Hackett from PTSB. How are you, Karen? Good to see you. Karen has an infectious positive attitude. She is always creating, innovating, and developing new ideas. But it is her amazing ability to treat every person with the utmost respect and the ability to make them feel immensely valued that makes her so special. Amazing. And our final nominee is Linda O'Brien, Tulferris Hotel and Golf Resort. Linda lives this value in everything she does and is a really calming influence on others. She values people equally, regardless of their position or title, and everyone is due respect in her eyes. She's both kind and humble and always generous in giving credit to others. Amazing. And I see Karen Hackett joining us there. We have everybody. And now I would like to welcome the sponsor of this category, Respect, Sinead Doherty of Finero. Sinead, are you with us?
Hi, Sonia, can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Just
and very shortly we'll see you as well. So, Sinead, you know, this value of respect, I always see it as one of the foundational values of leadership. There you are. How does the value of respect inform the business of Finero?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Sonia, in terms of that foundational aspect. And, you know, to me, and I think to our business, you know, respect, it really is the basis of everything. And, you know, it's about holding others and ourselves as well with just really, I think the way I describe it, unconditional positive regard, really. And what I particularly love about the LiFT definition of respect as well is that it does include self-respect. And I think it's just so important for us to focus equally on respecting ourselves and looking after ourselves. because I suppose once we have that ourselves, we can go much further in extending that to other people, I suppose. So yeah, really in the area, we're very much about looking after ourselves and others, and just respect, like I say, completely agree with you. It's such the basis of so much else that we can go on to do.
Fantastic. Well, I think it's time now to put our nominees out of their joyful misery and tell us who the winner is.
Sure. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the LiFT Ireland Leadership Award for Respect is Karen Hennessy of Solace. Congratulations, Karen.
Karen, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Such beautiful words spoken about you from your nominators, and of course the judges were unanimous in their decision that you were to take this award. How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed and very proud. Thank you so much, Sinead.
Well, the one thing that we know is if you give respect, you receive it in return. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, welcome everybody.
And of course, huge congratulations also to our other nominees in this category, Jamie Goggins, Karen Hackett and Linda O'Brien. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Okay, so we are now on to our fourth category, competence. And I will do my best to deliver this as competently as I can. This award is sponsored by the Entrepreneurs Academy. Competence is the breathing apparatus of success. Without it, we have no foundation. The following four people have demonstrated competence to the extent that they are nominees in this category, which is no mean feat. And they are Ryan Keenan from SalesSense. Ryan Keenan demonstrates dedication to excellence every single day. This in turn inspires others around him to strive for the same. He immerses himself in the role to ensure that he is continuously developing his knowledge and skills through conscious practice and implementation. Ryan, can you hear those wonderful words?
I can indeed, yeah.
You may be too humble to come on screen and not acknowledge them, but they are the words said about you. Caroline Ní Flaherty from NUI Galway. Caroline was the first LiFT Ireland facilitator to deliver the roundtable discussions as Gaeilge. Her enthusiasm is truly inspirational, and her pioneering work encourages other Irish speakers to help lift Ireland to a better place. You're very welcome, Caroline. Our third nominee in this category is Natalie Wilson from SSE Electricity. Natalie lives the expression, if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing well. The oldies are the goodies, I always say. She inspires a culture of positivity and high performance, and her commitment is infectious. She holds herself and her team and the business to a very high standard. And she does so with humour, grace, determination, and no end of competence. Well done, Natalie. And our final nominee in this category is Rosemary Keogh from the Irish Wheelchair Association. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary exemplifies the leadership traits we should all be working towards. Perhaps her greatest competence is recognising the talents of individuals and always assuring that our teams are committed to learning and improving through her work. Rosemary is recognised as a powerful, passionate advocate for an Ireland where people with disabilities have equal rights, choices and opportunities. And I don't think anybody can argue with that. I'd now like to welcome onto the screen Lorraine Bowen of the Entrepreneurs Academy. Lorraine, how are you?
Hi, Sonia. Better sit up. I look smaller than you there. How are you? How are you?
It's all about positioning at the end of the day, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Confidence is a funny one for me because I don't think it's the most flamboyant value, but it is critical. How does it underpin how things are done at the Entrepreneurs Academy?
Well, you're right. It isn't the one that kind of stands out most, but to me and to us at the Entrepreneurs Academy, I mean, we believe that there's infinite potential in every person that we meet. And, you know, it's all, you know, what we do is we help people build scale, build confidence, build competence. And, you know, if they can build that competence in different areas, they can build anything. So to us, like, you know, it's an exciting one because you know, it's about that learning journey and just being able to create anything. If you can dream it, you can make it, and competence is going to get you there. But you do need to build that competence. So
love it.
That's what.
Love it.
What yep.
Would you like to share with us the winner of this category, please, Lorraine?
I'd love to, Sonia. Yeah, I'll have to read it though to make sure I say it right. So the winner of the LiFT Irish Leadership Award for Competence is Ryan Keenan of Sales Sense International.
Ryan, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Ryan, your nominator, and you can buy them a drink afterwards, made the following comments: that your competence is demonstrated each day and in turn inspires others around you to strive for excellence. And in fact, one judge commented, I'd love 10 Ryan Keenans in my organization. So your stock is rising, Ryan, because of this.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm surprised that I won it when I met the other nominees, but it's quite humbling just to be nominated, and then to be able to take it back is just a great sign, basically, of everything the LiFT has done for us. And like here,
That's
within
amazing.
our own organisation, we have the LiFT roundtables and stuff, so it'll be good now to see how it continues after this.
Yeah, well, with you in the thick of it, I have no doubt. And we only do the best calibers of nominees in this award ceremony. So yes, you're absolutely right. You're in extraordinarily good company. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Lorraine. And of course, to our other nominees, as I said, only the highest caliber: Caroline Ní Flaherty, Natalie Wilson, and Rosemary Keogh. Congratulations to all of you. Across Ireland, extraordinary organisations are embedding LiFT into the way that they live for all of their stakeholders, not just within their organisations, but externally to the people that they serve. We've spoken already about the power of starting early. Here's a little look at how LiFT is being received in NUI Galway.
I think it was a great programme for building self-confidence. I feel like I've really grown as a leader because of the programme, and I feel other students would definitely get that benefit too. It was very empowering. Definitely recommend it.
It's great to know that you're being part of like a national initiative to help raise the standards of leadership in Ireland.
What you would learn and what you would develop during the programme is just things that we all want generally. I mean, we all want to be decent citizens in society and decent people in general, and potential leaders, of course. So
I just think the fact that the college is offering this and LiFT has kind of, you know, made this available to such a wide range of students is really an amazing thing.
We're delighted to be the first university to partake and be part of the LiFT programme in Ireland. Many organisations have already benefited from the programme, and as a university, as a learning organisation and as a leading organisation, I'm particularly pleased that we're the first university to be involved. Leading Ireland's future together is particularly important for us, and the LiFT programme does it in a way which is very much in tune with our values as a university.
With students, you shouldn't miss out on this. This is a wonderful opportunity that the university is giving you.
Yes, you shouldn't miss out on this. So if you're in our audience today, if you're enjoying these awards, I would encourage you to go to liftireland.ie and join one of our free online roundtables. There is a schedule of them going on throughout the week. You'll hear a little bit more about that very, very soon. For so many of us, determination has been the driver through this pandemic, keeping us on track and helping us to pivot and refusing to roll over. This category is sponsored tonight, ESB, and the nominees are: first up, we have Orna Conway from Permanent TSB. Orna embodies the determination in both her personal and professional life. I'm delighted to see her on board. I can testify. I have worked with Orna. At home, she's a champion for her children, ensuring that they can access the right supports. She is unbelievably generous in sharing her learning with other parents to help them survive and thrive through difficult times. At work, she has been a leader and a champion on so many important projects, many close to my heart, and has always delivered them with pure determination and good humour. Great to see you, Orna. Next up, we have Mary Murphy. This was perhaps one of the most beautiful nominations of all, Mary Murphy, farmer, mother, friend, is Superwoman. How about that, Mary? Mary has been through so much over the past 7 years, but her determination to live life to the full is awesome. Her determination inspires her family and all those who know her. As Mary would say, shine the bright side out. Mary, it's wonderful to have you with us here this evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, we have Melissa Gribben from Home Care Independent Living. Hi, Melissa. Throughout the pandemic, Melissa has led internal communications for the team of 1,000 staff, both office-based and in the community, and she did so with determination and a positive attitude. That could not have been easy, Melissa. An incredible team player, Melissa uses her determination and skills to celebrate the chosen career of our carers and to raise the value of health and social care industry during an extremely challenging time. I have firsthand experience of exactly what that feels like. Melissa, tough job and very well done by the sounds of things. Our final nominee in this category is Kulsum Nizami from NUI Galway. Welcome, Kulsum. Kulsum emerged from surgery in scrubs to log on and contribute to LiFT sessions. Well done. A surgeon, lecturer, mother, and so much more, Kulsum has demonstrated huge determination to succeed, consistently challenging herself. Her honesty, humility, and open-minded approach to help others to tap into their own determination and strive for growth and progress is evident in everything that she does. It's just so amazing to hear these wonderful words that have been spoken about our fantastic nominees. And I'd now like to welcome onto the screen Dorina Gallagher of ESB. Dorina, are you with us? Yes, you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear. Coming through to the Starship Enterprise. Dorina, you know, as an energy company in today's market, determination, I mean, you know, how much of that do you need to do what needs to be done?
For us, Sonya, it's huge. There's a huge echo as well, which I'm not sure if you're getting there. So.
Dorina, do you have two devices open by any chance?
I don't.
You don't? Oh, I think you're okay now, actually. No, I'm not okay. Dorina, let me have a little see what we can do about this. I think what we might do, Dorina, if you keep yourself muted for the moment, what I might do, if you don't mind, is speak on your behalf, and perhaps we'll go ahead. Let me just see. I'm just getting a notification here. My overlords will tell me what to do. I think I'll go ahead, Dorina, and announce the award on your behalf, if that's okay. With ESB as the sponsor of this award, I would like to announce that the winner for the award for determination is Kulsum Nizami.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. How does that feel, Kulsum?
Oh, that feels, I don't know if I'm the one who deserves it, but I have such wonderful colleagues out there. And I'm sure there's many of my colleagues who deserve this.
Well, you were nominated, and the
thank you so much for the
about you were so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
And the judges were unanimous. Absolutely delighted for you. Thank you, Dorina, and I'm sorry I didn't give you voice. Kulsum, thank you so much and congratulations. And of course, other nominees, Orna Conway, Mary Murphy, Melissa Gribben, you are all winners. Such amazing words, such amazing nominations. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so apologies to Darina for that. It is, I can say, not a nice thing to unvoice somebody. It is not something that we do in LiFT. So Darina, apologies, and if we can get you back at a later stage, we will most certainly try and do that. In the meantime, we will move on to our 6th category, which is empathy and understanding. This award category is sponsored by Lisa McKenna and Co solicitors. How we live this value, how we open our heart to not only those that we love, but those that we find hard to love, spreading tolerance and learning to walk in someone else's shoes is perhaps the mechanism we should be looking to redesign our society for good. Just to be clear, I'm not lending my shoes to anybody except maybe my favorite nominees. So the first of our nominees tonight is Mary McCluskey from Permanent TSB. Mary shows empathy and understanding every day at home and in work. She champions well-being, researching domestic violence to put in place supports at work for anybody who might need it. She also set up a group to look at menopause supports in a safe and confidential manner. Really, really important and a very emerging conversation for women at the moment. She has engaged in mental health supports, parent and toddler groups to help her colleagues struggling with the new world of work. Our second nominee is Noel Davidson from the Entrepreneurs Academy. Noel is the ultimate Mr. Inclusive. He is incredibly supportive and a great leader and a great listener. He instinctively knows when someone needs a call and always picks up the phone to offer an ear and support. He treats all people as equals and has a curiosity about people, which is really the true key to empathy. There you are, Noel.
Oh my God, Sonya. Yeah, thank you for that.
They're not my words, Noel. These were your nominators' words, and we're absolutely delighted to be able to share them, although I would echo them. Claire Daly, welcome on board. How are you? Nice to see your face. Claire is with Laura Lynn, Ireland's Children's Hospice. Claire's ability to understand other people, their feelings, thoughts, and behaviour at a time in their life when they are at their most vulnerable is remarkable. She uniquely understands how to approach an individual or a situation, gently guiding and developing relationships to be able to ensure that the right child receives the right care at the right time. She is the key reason why our service has an excellent reputation for providing truly compassionate care. And our final nominee in this category is Emer Griffey from CBS Ennistimon. You're welcome, Emer. I see you there at the top of my screen. Emer has dedicated herself to the students and staff in CBS Ennistimon, providing incredible empathy and understanding. As a guidance counsellor, she supports the school community daily and empowers students by giving them a voice. Emer is an unassuming leader and leads by example with a positive attitude, integrity, and empathy. Amazing words once again in this category, and so important in our world today to be mindful of empathy and understanding. I'd now like to invite onto the screen Lisa McKenna of McKenna Solicitors. I know you have empathy and understanding because you're my solicitor. So yeah, I've experienced that firsthand. But you're in a tough profession with a lot of demands on you. How do you keep that empathy and understanding going?
Yeah, absolutely, Sonya. Empathy and understanding, I suppose I wouldn't be able to do my job, or I'd find it very difficult to do my job without having those two qualities. So it's just really important to remember, every person struggles, and remember, we don't know what's going on in anyone's life. So regardless of who anyone is, you should always apply empathy and understanding and ensure that they know that they're not a number or a figure, they're a person. And it's really important that you apply empathy to every situation, regardless of what is given to you in return.
Wise words. Would you like to announce the winner?
Absolutely. So congratulations to all the finalists. But the winner for tonight of the LiFT Ireland Leadership Award for Empathy and Understanding is Claire Daly of the Laura Lynn Ireland Children's Hospital.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, Claire.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How does that feel?
It's amazing. I'm still stunned that I'm sitting here nominated for an award and made the finalists, let alone winning it. Yeah, thank you. Lost for words, to be honest.
Amazing. Absolutely. So you are the reason, Claire. Remember that. Those are the words that were said.
Yeah.
That's
I know. I'd love to know who nominated me.
Well, you just have to ask around, Claire. How about
I will.
that?
I will. Thank you.
Have a great evening and congratulations. And of course, as ever, thanks to our other nominees, and a huge congratulations to them, to Mary McCluskey, Noel Davidson and Emer Griffey. And thanks, of course, to Lisa McKenna for sponsoring that award. So if anybody has experienced LiFT firsthand, you will know that roundtables are the viral mechanism for LiFT's growth and the road to a better led Ireland. During COVID, we brought them online for free access, made possible by our amazing facilitators. Have a little look at this.
LiFT has run online roundtables. In that time, 1,157 roundtables were held. That's 900 hours of roundtables and 7,399 sign-ups to a roundtable. And it's all thanks to the online LiFT facilitation team whose dedication has built leadership with over 2,000 people from 17 different time zones. Thank you to this incredible team. Special thanks to Orla Stevens, 115 roundtables at 8 a.m. in the morning.
So that's what we've been doing in our spare time during COVID, making sure that everybody who needs the support of a LiFT Roundtable has access to it. And we are very, very proud of our facilitator community for making that a reality. So on now to category 7, which is accountability, and that is sponsored by Bank of Ireland. Not the easiest leadership value, but one that reaps so much in terms of rewards, in terms of this trust and respect that can be gained by being an accountable person. Our first nominee is Karen Hackett of Permanent TSB. Welcome, Karen. These are some words spoken about you. Karen is a role model leader in Permanent TSB. She provides leadership and oversight on all aspects of culture, people experience, and new ways of working, despite endless challenges and roadblocks. But Karen stops at nothing to deliver results. Lynn Mullen, Permanent TSB. Lynn embodies the leadership behaviour of accountability. Lynn is very understated and humble, but the impact that she has made through her leadership is profound. She is an exemplar of someone who practices all the characteristics of accountability every day in work and at home. Very welcome, Lynn.
Thank you.
Our next nominee is Georgina Webb, another nominee from Laura Lynn Ireland's Children's Hospice. Georgina is someone that people trust with her work. They also seek to support her when it comes to their work. She's highly flexible and adaptable. Laura Lynn is facing many changes as we work on expanding our services, and Georgina will be an important leader at this time of change. And Laura Lynn is all the better for her accountability and strength. More beautiful words. And our final nominee on in this category, I can see him there, is Liam O'Reen from SSE Airtricity. Welcome, Liam.
Hi.
How are you? And the words spoken about you, Liam is a long-standing member of SSE Airtricity with a great understanding of how things are done, used to be done, and why decisions were made. He shares this knowledge so willingly. He is honest, respectful, and supportive in his approach. Liam takes time to explain, ensuring that everyone fully understands the situation, and his warmth encourages everyone to strive for solutions. Absolutely gorgeous. All of our nominees, fully worthy to be in this position. I'd now like to welcome our sponsor, Paul Flynn of Bank of Ireland. Paul, how are you? Are you with us? I'm not sure if we have Paul. Now, I do know that due to security reasons, there were some issues with the Bank of Ireland. And we have a little look. Okay, so I'm not sure if we have Paul. So what I'm going to do, Paul, I'm honored to say Paul is a friend of mine. He is also one of our esteemed judges this year. I'm honored to know him, and I know how much accountability means to Paul. And with his blessing, I will go ahead and I will announce the winner on his behalf. The winner of the LiFT Ireland Leadership Award for Accountability is Lynn Mullen of Permanent TSB. Lynn.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. Sorry, my camera isn't working, but oh my God, I'm thrilled. And I have to admit, Karen nominated me actually in secret. We obviously nominated each other for different categories. So I've lost, Karen's lost out to me when actually she probably deserves this one as well. So thank you very much, Sonya and Joanne and the LiFT team.
You're so welcome, and I'm sure Karen is absolutely delighted that you've won this award on behalf of Permanent TSB and the wonderful work that you're doing in embedding LiFT. And you know, I have to say, you're being awarded this this award not by me, but by Bank of Ireland. So it might feel nice to be awarded by a competitor as well. So yes, accountability in all your daily actions and the humility that empowers others. So absolutely delighted for you. How are you feeling, Lynn?
Thank you. I'm gobsmacked, I suppose, is the only thing I can say, but. I do a lot of work in the bank with our Speak Freely and creating our culture of speaking up throughout the bank and that accountability that comes with it. So I'm delighted that that's been recognised here today. So thank you very much.
It certainly has. You'll have to take Karen out for a drink.
I will.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you to Paul and Bank of Ireland for sponsoring this award. And of course, to our other fabulous nominees in this category, Karen Hackett, Georgina Webb, and Lima Reen. You are all winners in our eyes. Our next category is honesty and integrity. And it's sponsored tonight by our event partners, White Light Events, who have been long-term partners of LiFT. And we're absolutely delighted that they are sponsors of this category. So our nominees are Paula O'Gorman from Cantech Group. I can see you there, Paula.
Hi, Sonya.
Yeah. So the words that were spoken about you, Paula, her personal and professional life. Paula is an incredibly real and authentic person. She's highly regarded and respected by friends, colleagues, and customers. And as a manager, she has the genuine respect and admiration of her team and peers. She likes to be straight up and tell it like it is, but always in a way that is respectful of others. Gorgeous words. Thanks, Paula. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Our next nominee is also a sponsor on tonight's event, Sinead Doherty of Finero. You're very welcome back on screen. And again, some really wonderful words written about you. Sinead leads by example with integrity, shaping a positive, compassionate environment in Finero, the company that she founded. She lives the company's core values and stands by what she says she will do. She does what's right, no matter the circumstances. Sinead encourages open and honest conversations and is always approachable. I don't think you can say much fairer than that, Sinead. Our next nominee is Mick Kelly from Total Fitness Solutions. Total Fitness Systems. How are you, Mick?
Hi, Sonya.
Good to see you. And the word spoken about you, integrity is what you do, not just what you say. And Mick is an example of real integrity, and our community is better because of him. He provides a real service to ordinary people and for all the right reasons. He wants to help people discover strengths they may never have felt were within them. He goes beyond what anyone expects. Congratulations on those words alone, Mick.
Thank you, Sonia. And my nominee, or
Yes. Do you know who it is, Mick?
I do.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Our final nominee in this category is Anne-Marie Carroll. Again, another nominee from Laura Lynn. Laura Lynn are doing fantastic work in embedding LiFT within their organisation. And the words spoken about you, Anne-Marie, people trust Anne-Marie because she demonstrates honesty in her work practices, even if the decisions taken may make her unpopular. I couldn't imagine that, Anne-Marie. But anyway, this is what was said. She approaches each situation with a fresh perspective. She is a genuine and authentic leader who shows kindness and respect. And while being honest, consistent, and transparent in her actions. Okay, now I would like to welcome, and I'm delighted to see his smiling face there beside me, Con O'Donoghue of White Light Events. Con,
hi, Sonya. How are you?
Great to see you. And having worked with you for 3 years now, through good times and bad, I know that honesty and integrity colours everything that you do at your organisation.
It does, and it's very important. And it's absolutely wonderful to see the work that LiFT are doing. To be honest with you, honesty and integrity hasn't always been to the fore in Irish society, but it's coming more to the fore now and being demanded more by people. So, you know, LiFT is enabling people to actually live this value, and that's really, really important.
Well said. Should we announce the winner?
We should announce the winner, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that the winner of the LiFT Irish Leadership Award for Honesty and Integrity is Anne-Marie Carroll.
Thank you so much. Listen, you're bringing a plethora of awards back to the office now. Anne-Marie, how are you feeling?
Oh my goodness, I'm so humbled. When I was nominated, I couldn't believe it. I'm very humbled. I'll always be the one in the background. But I so live by the values, always have lived by my personal and professional values, and treat everybody as I would like to be treated. And I think if you can do that, you're on good stead. So thank you so much.
And we're honoured to be able to recognise that humility and those values that you live every day. It puts us in a position of great honour to be able to do that, to recognise all the leaders across Ireland in all different sectors of society. Congratulations, Anne-Marie, and thank you so much, Con, for sponsoring this award. And it goes without saying, huge congratulations to the other nominees in this category, Paula O'Gorman, Sinead Doherty, and Mick Kelly. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we are 3 years old, 3.5 years old at LiFT, and we have met some pretty fabulous people that we can say some pretty fabulous things about, but we're delighted to say that they can also say some pretty nice things about us too.
Positive and ethical leaders, from the kitchen table to the classroom, the clubhouse to the boardroom, one person at a time. Almost 20,000 people have participated in the LiFT process. The energy and impact are high. Here are just some of the testimonials from CEOs, students and non-profits, read by Ireland's future leaders.
I'm now taking more responsibility for my actions and owning up to my mistakes. I now know it started with me. I've become much more aware of honesty, respect and empathy, and how they help us to connect better with people. I think the one thing that was most valuable to me was me realizing that we are all leaders and there is always room for improvement.
I now live a life that is truly my own. I see the potential in myself.
LiFT has helped me with my accountabilities and my personal values. Sometimes failure offers more growth than winning. LiFT has beyond exceeded in my expectations.
My behavior and decisions have been improved tenfold since taking part in LiFT.
LiFT is for everyone in the company, from new starts to senior management. I have found that this helps to build a culture of equality, and in turn there's better communication and work relationships. LiFT has helped me to stop and think about how to deal with others, and I will now listen to people better. LiFT is a reminder of the importance of self-reflection.
life experience, and a positive attitude. I now approach things with an open mind, a positive attitude, and I'm more confident myself.
No matter who you are, if your words and actions influence anyone, you are a leader. And that's you. Be the best leader you can be. Join LiFT Ireland to strengthen your leadership muscle. Lift yourself, lift others, and together, let's lift Ireland.
So those are the leaders of the future of Ireland, and we're very, very happy to see it. Of course, those words spoken by some of our partner organisations out of the mouths of future leaders. Our next category is innovation and adaptability, sponsored by Covalent. And for so many, innovation and adaptability is survival, rebirth, and growth through this difficult time. Our nominees in this category are Caroline Ní-Flaherty from NUIG, as the first facilitator to roll out LiFT programs in Irish. Hi, Caroline. Caroline showed great innovation and adaptability. She has proven that there are alternative ways to communicate the values of LiFT, and she championed and shared the program with members of our society that might otherwise have missed out through Irish. So that is true inclusivity. Thank you, Caroline. Great to see you on board.
Thank you.
Our next nominee is Trina Carroll from Permanent TSB. Words spoken about you, Trina, are that you are courageous, you are adaptable, you are clear, open, and reliable. You are careful and consider the needs of others. She simplifies the message and delivers something of value for our colleagues, customers, and community. Trina has a can-do attitude and demonstrates how one person can drive positive change at a societal level. Sounds good to me. Our next nominee is Claire Shields at Laura Lynn, Ireland's Children's Hospice. Well, you are just storming at you guys tonight. Absolutely. And words spoken about you, Claire is a member of the fundraising team at Laura Lynn and manages relationships with corporate donors and supporters. She responded to the challenge of having to move fundraising campaigns online with energy and passion, seeing opportunities when others would see obstacles. She looks for fresh perspectives, considers all angles, collaborates and innovates with colleagues and donors, and is always looking for creative solutions to keep the team moving forward. Absolutely amazing and not an easy task. And finally, our final nominee is Dr. Jason van der Velde from the HSC and Medico working. So I don't know if we have the good doctor with us. I don't think we can. I think he's in the trenches at the moment. So Dr. van der Velde is a volunteer doctor with West Cork Rapid Response. There he is in his working gear, an entirely voluntary group working in partnership with the HSC National Ambulance Services. He has spearheaded the delivery of emergency medical care and rescue for the people of West Cork, saving countless lives through his innovative thinking and adaptive responses. Amazing. What a collection of extraordinary leaders. I would now like to welcome Dennis Guiney of Covalent, who is sponsoring. Hi, Dennis. How are you?
Hi, Sonia. How's it going? I'm very good. Thank you.
Absolutely delighted to have you here sponsoring the value of resilience. And I suppose resilience is everything in business today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think particularly adaptability, I think everybody's been tested over the last 18 months on how they can adapt to change and how resilient they are. And it's something that definitely resonated with us. Part of the nature of our work is trying to create, innovative solutions for our clients. And part of that means being able to adapt and co-create. So it really hit home in the roundtables, and it really, we're excited to be sponsoring it tonight. And I have to say, it's been incredibly inspirational listening to all the nominations. It's really been awe-inspiring. So it's been fantastic.
I think that's one of the things that we're proudest of with the LiFT Awards is that a lot of the people who are winning awards this evening are not your standard award winners, even though they're doing extraordinary things. So we're absolutely delighted to be able to give platform to I mean, I can't even call them everyday leaders because these are extraordinary people. So should we announce the winner?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the LiFT Irish Leadership Award for Innovation and Adaptability is Caroline Ní Flaherty of NUI Galway.
Caroline.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow, I'm delighted. Thank you so much, Dennis. And I'd just like to take a few seconds, if you wouldn't mind, just to commend the founders of LiFT, yourself, Joanne, David, and Sonya and David and Joanne, for, I suppose, recognizing the importance of making LiFT available as Gaeilge. You know, even when I met Dennis earlier in the room, he said, wow, you did LiFT as Gaeilge. And for me, it's much easier to do LiFT as Gaeilge, as in I think as Gaeilge. So it's actually, it made my life so much easier. And there are plenty more of me. So thanks a million. And can I just very briefly thank Mark McGuinness and Rachel Quinlan in NUI Galway for rolling it out to over 1,000 students and staff. It's you know, amazing work, and they deserve huge recognition. And I'm honoured to have been, I suppose, given the opportunity to do it as Gaeilge for the first time in the country, and hope to God that it grows and grows. And míle buíochas táim thar bheith buíoch. Thanks a million.
Míle maith. Thank you so much, Caroline. And needless to say, thank you, Dennis, and huge congratulations also to the other nominees, Trina Carroll, Claire Shields, and Dr. Jason van der Velde, who is in the trenches. So that's a real show of the caliber of humans that we are dealing with tonight. So we are now at our penultimate award for this evening, and it is Resilience, sponsored by Dunleary Rathdown County Council. So showing resilience by being the 10th category nominees are Louise Quayle from Ronald McDonald House. Louise lives resilience every single day. Hi, Louise.
Hi. How are you?
This shows in her work where she secured sponsorship for all 53 bedrooms in the Ronald McDonald House in the new Children's Hospital. She lives it every day in how she cares for her beautiful little boy with an inoperable brain tumor and her baby daughter. It shines in the way she cares for colleagues and parents of other sick children, as she inspires others to leave small problems behind and to focus on the positives in life. Beautiful words. Niamh McInerney, again from Laura Lynn, Ireland's Children's Hospice. Unfortunately, Niamh is unable to be with us this evening, but to give you an idea of what people are saying about Niamh, she consistently demonstrates calmness, understanding, and resilience, especially over the last 18 months, by the way she lives. Niamh inspires others to become stronger, to learn and to grow. And every day she chooses not to give up. And she does it in such a peaceful, calm, and respectful way that provides true leadership to others. So our other Laura Lynn ambassadors on tonight can pass those words back to Niamh. Our third nominee this evening is Rob Quinn of Bank of Ireland. And Rob, are you with us? I think we have, in general, an issue with firewalls with our banking friends, which is understandable given security issues. So Rob leads by example. He helps others to break negative thought patterns by engaging in meaningful conversations and listening to their concerns. He is a firm believer in how self-care plays a key role in overcoming difficulties. Whilst he has a can-do attitude, he is never dismissive of somebody's doubts. Instead, he encourages you to consider them and then face them through honest thinking and constructive conversations. I tell you, Rob sounds like a very evolved human. And finally, Con O'Donoghue, our friend from White Light Events. Con always focuses on the first action. What's the first step needed to move forward? He stays calm and level, accepts what he cannot change, and always finds the next step forward. Con lives and breathes resilience, and I can testify to that. Even in the most difficult of personal circumstances, and support empowers others to do the same. Absolutely beautiful words for all the nominees in this category, and I'd now like to welcome onto the screen Owen Laverty of Dunleary Rathdown County Council. Oh, how are you?
I seem to have frozen there, Sonia, so sorry, I'll just turn my camera off. It's not a good
Well, I tell you, we can hear you loud and clear, which is great news.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, resilience, it's so important these days, isn't it?
Well, you have a living, breathing community of people, families, and businesses. So, you know, this must be paramount for you.
Yeah, I think we're supporting entrepreneurs and staff internally, etc. And I think resilience for us, I think it helps people being uncomfortable. You know, it helps them get to the right decisions. And I think that's really essential for business, and it's really, really important for a public sector body that has an impact on lots of different people. So I think if we can help people being more resilient and getting those outputs, we're all for it, and we're delighted to be sponsoring this award and sponsoring LiFT in our community.
And we are delighted that you are. Should we announce the winner?
I think we should. And the winner of the LiFT Irish Leadership Award for Resilience is Rob Quinn from Bank of Ireland.
So, Rob, congratulations. As we've already established, Rob can't be here with us at the moment for technical reasons, but I think it's really worth just reading out some words about Rob. And, you know, he has come through some serious challenges in his own life, and Rob's resilience is truly infectious. It impacts, supports, and motivates other people and helps them to build their own resilience. And I think that is what we're really celebrating in the leaders that are being recognized this evening, is not just how they live their own life, but also the far-reaching impacts of good leadership in Ireland, in our communities, in our families and our businesses. Owen, thank you so much for sponsoring and awarding this tonight. We're absolutely delighted to have you with it. And of course, to our other nominees, Louise Quayle, Niamh McInerney and Con O'Donoghue, you are all winners in our eyes. And of course to Rob, who couldn't join us. So many companies and organizations are living LiFT every day. And this is what they're saying about LiFT. Our partners are our engine. They are driving real positive change. So take a little listen to this.
We have seen our people become more self-aware, but also more aware of their fellow team members. By implementing the various LiFT strategies, they have become more confident and resilient.
Staff who have participated in LiFT have spoken about how the programme has impacted them positively in both their work and home lives, enabling them to be more compassionate to those around them and deal with situations which arise in work more positively and constructively than before. They've also expressed how they value strengthening connections with other colleagues.
We want to build a culture of trust, a culture where colleagues care for our customers, communities and each other, where we are proud to work for PTSB, a culture where we live our values every day. Consistency is key. In partnership with LiFT Ireland, we identified the opportunity to create that consistency in behaviour.
The feedback has been excellent, and the personal growth of participants was visible. The space to reflect and make commitments to change one small thing each week worked particularly well. An unexpected bonus is the strength of relationships that developed across participants.
So those were the testimonials from some of our partner organizations about the impact of LiFT within them. And I think it's important to reiterate the fact that LiFT Ireland is an ultimately inclusive organization and initiative. So for us, it's important that those organizations are both, SMEs, corporates, non-profits, community groups, schools, colleges, basically any organization that can benefit from better leadership for its stakeholders. And every single one of those partners was brought on board by the founder and the visionary behind LiFT, Joanne Hession. And I'd like to call on Joanne now to join me for a few words.
I'm muted. Not a good thing, Sonia. I'm back.
Hey, very good, very good. So,
it's been fantastic. In fact, I shed a tear or two, I must say, when I saw some of those finalists. And just to reiterate again, and I know you're on a roll, but every single one of those finalists just deserves to feel so amazing for the positive influence that they're having in the country. It's fantastic.
And I think it is really poignant that, you know, and I'm a veteran of many award ceremonies, as are you. And, you know, we tend to move in sort of one direction of travel when we look at what success actually means. But, you know, you of all people know that success is a life well lived. And I think that's the impact that everybody who's nominated and who has won tonight has had.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this final award is a very special one for us. This next final one that we have to announce. Do you want to say a little bit about what this one is about?
Yeah, so I suppose, you know, this is the Dominic Lewis Leadership Award. And Dominic was one of the earliest advocates for LiFT. Sadly, Dominic is no longer with us, but his impact as a husband, a father, a son, a brother, and a leader lives on. We're very honoured, I have to say, to have his family joining us for this evening's event. This award honours Dominic's legacy as he resides in the hearts and memories of so many through his words and his actions. And Joanne, you worked very closely with Dominic in his advocacy for LiFT.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the first time meeting him in the office in the DAA with Vincent Harrison, and you know, we were calling on partners to get on board, and Dominic, he just immediately said, "I love this," and said, "Yes, we'll get behind it." And not only that, he sort of grabbed it by both hands, and he'd meet with me and say, "Let's get it into the schools." And then he had me meet with this great guy, Clive Byrne, who is the CEO of the NAPD. And we went to meet him. And that was part of the journey of getting it started in what's now over 200 secondary schools in the country. I mean, Sonya, look, we sort of knew that this was something we wanted to do, but we really didn't think necessarily that it would grow that quickly. So Dominic was instrumental behind that. And it was heartache for everybody when we heard of his passing way too soon. But what's also interesting is that a number of the people that I've met through LiFT along the way, so many of them had worked with Dominic. And that's been really lovely too. In the HR community within the country, many people had been influenced by him in a positive way. So, and it is especially great to have Sophie and his family and Louise and others that we've spoken to. I look forward to meeting them in person sometime.
Absolutely. And just, can we talk for a moment about the I suppose the way the schools have basically adopted LiFT as its own, and the explosion of interest in Irish secondary schools?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that's important is you'll know, and a number of people on here will know, that we've got pretty good business connections, but we didn't necessarily have any schools connections. So it's actually the schools and the teachers that are really lifting the schools themselves. They are pulling it into the schools. I mean, this time last year at the awards, I think we had just over 100 schools involved. Now we've just tipped over 200 secondary schools involved. And that's where the transition years are doing it themselves, but they're also mentoring LiFT with the second years. So that's Porrig from earlier, who won an award, who will be doing it in the future. So, you know, it's really wonderful the way that the multiplier effect is happening in our younger population. But huge credit to the LiFT Schools team, but also huge credit goes to the teachers that are recognizing that this is something that they can really use to equip our future leaders and our current leaders in our country. As many were nominated, actually, many school students were nominated for awards. So it's really fantastic to see.
And I think it would be very interesting to share with our audience the absolute wish list journey of an individual through the life cycle of LiFT as they move through their careers. And we have a very clear idea of what that is. And we're actually getting very close to realizing it. You might share that.
Yeah, so what's happening is that age 14, you go into school as a second year student and you encounter LiFT because one of the transition years is actually doing it with you. So the transition year students are talking about respect and integrity and empathy when you're 14. And then when you go into transition year, you get the opportunity to be one of those LiFT facilitators. And though the transition years get trained as LiFT facilitators and they all do LiFT together. So they're working together peer on peer. Again, stopping, reflecting, thinking about how do I build my respect? How do I build my integrity? What does it really mean for me now? So that's age 14, and then it's again age 16. And now with the universities coming on board and the, really led by NUIG and what they're doing, but closely followed by TU Dublin now that have come on as a full partner, and UCD and UCC and some of the others that are all now looking to roll it out. It means that our young population, age 14, they start to encounter it, then age 16, then again when they get to college level. And in fact, our first students that started off in Compy College as facilitators went on to college, and some of them are now encountering it in college now. And that's the first time we've seen that happen. The hope is then that they will go on, and in our world of work, we will be building this nation of strong, ethical, positive, great leaders, exactly like what we're seeing tonight. And in fact, many of our partners are using LiFT as part of their induction program, and they are connecting with students that have been doing LiFT on their journey. So it means that we're building a whole nation, and that's part of our vision to create positive change in Ireland and by Ireland as people then move outside the country.
And drill down into that vision just a little bit in terms of what we actually want to achieve by when.
Yeah, and in fact, it also means, just going back on that I can talk about this a lot, Sonya. So it also means going back in it that, if I leave college and then I decide to work for Goal Ireland or Laura Lynn or one of these wonderful organizations, or the ESB or Permanent TSB or Covalent or any organizations, or the Burn Smokehouse, that we will have all these organizations living LiFT through them. So our vision, as you know, is to create positive change in Ireland and by Ireland. We set ourselves a very ambitious goal that we are going to achieve, to get 10% of the population living LiFT by the end of 10 years time. So I'll be 58 at that stage. You're much younger than me. You'll be a lot less than that.
But you and I both know that's not true.
At 58, we will get to that stage. And the idea is that we don't build necessarily a big organization just for the sake of building an organization, but that we equip and empower other organizations and other systems and structures to be able to take on LiFT. So with 10% of the population stopping and reflecting and taking small, tiny action steps to get a little bit better, by raising that awareness, by building that leadership muscle and getting a bit more leader fit, then we will create a huge ripple effect in this country. We can already see it in the linkages that LiFT is getting. And even tonight, I was really enjoying watching. You're my solicitor, and this country is small, but it's, it really, LiFT is bringing great people together, and it's our vision is one that is great fun to be part of, and I would encourage everybody to get part of it.
Absolutely. And I think we have a great sense of national pride around our own achievements as an agile little island. We're very proud of the plastic bag tax. We're very proud of the smoking ban. I think it would be a wonderful ambition to be very proud of how we have improved the level of leadership amongst our entire population within a 10-year period. And I think what inspires me about LiFT is that it's not ours. It's not yours or mine or David's. It doesn't belong to the organizations that we embedded in. It belongs to Ireland, and it's already overtaken us in terms of scale and momentum. So very, very exciting to look forward to the next 7 years and to achieving that tipping point. Absolutely.
Yeah. Won't it be great, Sonya? Won't it be great?
It certainly will. It certainly will. Ireland, the best led little country in the world. Now, I'm wondering how we're doing in terms of our final award of the evening. So we have Noel Davison.
We do,
here
because
as the cavalry, I think.
A little bit.
Noel
We're
is
going
going
back to 2 tin cans and a piece of string with Permanent TSB and all the banks. The firewalls are working really well this evening. So I have Ger Mitchell on the phone, and I'm going to just go audio with Ger, and you can talk to him directly if that's all right.
Ger Mitchell, can you hear us?
There you go.
Ger.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Oh, very nice to hear your voice.
Thank you very much. And congratulations on sharing a wonderful evening.
Listen, it's my pleasure. It's one of the most beautiful things to do. And Ger, you are here representing Permanent TSB. And I would love to invite you to say a few words about this very special award.
Well, thank you very much, Sonya. And look, we are really honoured to be asked to present this award. I'd like to say a few words about LiFT and maybe then just speak a little bit about Dominic, if that's okay. And really and truly, LiFT is such an integral part of how we build the right culture in Permanent TSB. We are custodians of other people's money. It's a very privileged position. We've been in that position for almost 200 years. And we've supported home ownership and supported people with some of the biggest decisions that they will make in their lives. And trust is really at the heart of that. And our purpose is to build trust. And when I hear this evening about character and competence and dependability and reliability and all of the wonderful people that represent those values and faith, it really is nourishing and heartening for all of us. And I guess the more than any position in society, the best leaders are the people who demonstrate those values and behaviours consistently well and create an environment of high trust. And this is why we've partnered so well with LiFT over the last number of years. The way we think about leadership is very much aligned with LiFT. It's not about rank, it's not about title, it's not about power, but it's about influence, and in particular, positive influence. And this is something that we can all use to create change for the better, wherever we are or whatever we do. And as we considered all those wonderful people who were nominated for the Dominic Lewis Excellence in Leadership Award, all of those people demonstrated and believed in helping others to reach their potential and to grow. And the requirements to be a nominee are that these wonderful people live the LiFT values, empower others, run LiFT roundtables, and bring LiFT outside of their own organisation and into broader Irish civic society. Dominic, as we know, was such a key part of bringing LiFT to life, both in industry and in the education sector. He continues to inspire all of the LiFT Ireland team, and everyone who knew Dominic thought of him as an incredible leader who empowered others. Dominic passed away all too soon, and this award was created in his memory. We are therefore hugely proud to welcome Dominic's family who are with us here this evening. We have 13 wonderful nominees for this award, and the panel has an extremely difficult task in selecting a winner. So what I might do now is hand over to Joanne, who will tell you a little bit about the winner, and then we will make the announcement.
Thank you. I need that T-shirt. Take me off mute. Ger, great to hear you and great to have you here as well. And thank you for that. As Ger has said, each year we choose one person that we feel really embodies the LiFT values. That really thinks about all of them. We think of somebody that sort of goes that extra mile with LiFT, that is constantly contacting us with suggestions, that helps us out at events, that lives LiFT in their own organizations, that runs round tables, that goes that extra mile. As Ger said, we had a list of 13 people that we could have given this award to, but this person really stands out for us as somebody who got involved very early on and has lived LiFT the whole way through COVID in their organization, getting their family involved, getting other people involved. And we really are proud to be associated with them. And we're thrilled to be celebrating them tonight. They are a true leader and deserve to be recognized in this country for their wonderful leadership character. Ger, over to you to announce who our winner is.
Well, thank you, Joanne. And it gives me immense pleasure to announce that the winner of the 2021 Dominic Lewis Award for Excellence in Leadership is Ciara Crossan of Wedding.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Ciara.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Ciara, are you composed enough to say a few words?
Yeah, I am. This means a huge amount to me, and I just want to thank everyone in LiFT and my parents who are here with me tonight. I stand on the shoulders of giants, and really for me, this award is for these guys, my boys. It's very it struck me today. Today is the 17th of November. It is World Prematurity Day today, and these are my 31 weekers. They taught me the true meaning of grit and resilience, and everything that I do is for these guys, and I'm so proud to be associated with LiFT, and just thank you so much. This means so much to me.
Ciara, you live it, you breathe it, you eat it, and you sleep it, and you are a true inspiration. We're so delighted you found LiFT and LiFT found you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well done, and great to see those boys on that video earlier. Real stars. Well done, guys.
You better believe it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the audience, I would like to thank you all for being guests at tonight's LiFT Leadership Awards. It is absolutely a highlight of our year, and we are surrounded by titans, absolute giants of leadership, and we're so happy. Well done, Ciara. Literally, it only remains for me to hand you over to Joanne for closing remarks.
Oh, listen, what more can be said, Sonya, except massive thanks. Thank you to everybody for being with us to celebrate all of the finalists tonight. You're all leaders people want to follow, and I'd love to get to know more of you, or all of you better, those that I haven't already met before. But thank you for being beacons of really great leadership in Ireland, because that's what this is about. It's about it's about celebrating you guys, and not just positional titles and leadership. That's not what we're here to do. I've loved every single minute. I've loved hearing about you, celebrating you, and I really also loved the humility. That is what we would expect from really great leadership. To our partners and sponsors, thank you. To our facilitators for nominating all these great leaders and taking the time to fill out those forms. Thank you so much for doing it. To our group of judges, to Karen, Con, and all of your team at White Light, to Noel in the Entrepreneurs Academy, and our own team led by Eva and Colm on the event management side. Thank you so much for a fantastic event that you've organized tonight. Lastly, Sonya, thank you for being such a wonderful fellow founder of LiFT. I think we had no idea when we started this exactly how it was going to turn out, but between you, me, and David, and everybody that's got involved, it certainly has been a fantastic journey. You did an excellent job emceeing tonight. Thank you. For those of you that can stay around and network with us a little bit, and for those of you that can't, stay safe, stay well, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. That every single person in this room is a leader. If there are people that are paying attention to what you say, you're leading them.
LiFT stands for Leading Ireland's Future Together. And with your help, we are raising the standard of leadership across Ireland, one person at a time.